now we are going to discuss about the one more important news software, that is called Newswrap. Newswrap is a versatile editorial management application used by most of the channels. And why people are using the Newswrap? Because we have the Octopus. Then why people, you can ask the question, why you are recommending the Newswrap, why not the Octopus? So Newswrap is the junior version of Octopus, and mostly the small production house or the regional channels are using the Newswrap software instead of Octopus due to the budget or due to the financial reason. So they have some financial issues, and because of that they are using the Newswrap instead of the Octopus. But Newswrap is also has Newswrap is equally capable of handling the different kind of editorial activities within the news channel. And with the help of Newswrap you can manage so many kind of thing. You can manage the time, you can manage the duration, you can manage the bulletin, you can change the bulletin, or you can change the content of the bulletin, you can edit the different content of the bulletin, or you can add, you can delete, you can modify. So all the options are available within the Newswrap, just like the Octopus. Yes, the only difference is the budget, and there are certain features. The speed of Octopus is better than the Newswrap, but yes, the cost is also very high. The Octopus is costly and the Newswrap is within the budget, especially for the regional and the local channels. So because of that, at regional level and the local level, people are using the Newswrap software. So in this lecture we will discuss about the different aspect of Newswrap, and we will compare the feature of the Newswrap with the different kind of feature of the Octopus. So yes, we have the similar kind of feature in the Newswrap. And Newswrap, as you all of you know that Newswrap is the junior version of Octopus. Yes, the major difference is we can execute different kind of work in the Octopus within a single click, or to shift from one rundown to another rundown, or to shift from one story to another story, or one section to another section, or to transfer, or to select, or to deselect, or to collect any kind of video footage, or preview of the any kind of video footage. So for all kind of things in the Octopus you will have to give one single command, but yes, in the Newswrap you will have to give the multiple commands. So that is the basic difference, and because of that Newswrap is taking slightly more time to execute any particular task in comparison to the Octopus. So now I am going to discuss about the Newswrap. So yes, you can create the rundown, or you can create the slug in the similar way, just like the Octopus. So here in the Newswrap we are also using the or we are also saving the story in different news pool. We are also creating the rundown in different time slot, and we are also creating the we have the option to create the slug directly into the rundown, or directly into the specific news pool. So we have the similar kind of skeleton, just like the Octopus. In the Newswrap we can create, we can select, we can transfer, or we can preview the video, just like the Octopus. The main difference is Newswrap is slightly time taking, for the any kind of work. Newswrap is taking, or if you are using the Newswrap, you will have to give 2-3 commands for a single task. So that is the main reason. And one more thing, we have better option of graphics on the Octopus, but we have limited options of graphics or the ready-made templates of graphics in the Newswrap. So that is the main difference, because for the graphics related issues, if you wanted to create the graphics just like the Octopus, yes, you will face some issues in the Newswrap, but yes, you have the options, you can also create, but for that purpose it will take some time. Next thing is, in the Newswrap we have the option of archiving the story, but as per the practice or the experience, Octopus is more user friendly. Octopus is very, you can easily connect the Octopus with the different kind of editing software. You can easily connect the Octopus with different kind of editing software with the help of server. But here in the Newswrap we can, but we are facing some some kind of issues in terms of execution of task, because for the different types of task, Newswrap is taking some more time, or Newswrap is taking more time in comparison to the Octopus. So that is the reason people are using the Newswrap with suitable precautions. So if you wanted to add the story, if you wanted to run the story, if you wanted to create the story, and especially if you wanted to run the graphical element on the Newswrap, yeah, you should start the process before the or you should take some precautionary measures, because in comparison to the Octopus, Newswrap is taking time. So, but yes, Newswrap is a very cheaper software, and people suppose if you have the low budget, then instead of Octopus you can go with the Newswrap, because features are almost similar. Only difference is the time factor. So Octopus is taking it less time, and Newswrap is taking slightly more time. So that is the only difference. Otherwise, things are almost similar. Now I am going to discuss about the one more important feature, and that is how to create the rundown, or how to add the story, how to insert the story during the bulletin, or how to modify the story during the bulletin on the Newswrap. So Newswrap is as usual, we are adding, we are removing, we are editing the story on the Newswrap just like the Octopus. But yes, on the Newswrap, for saving the story, for adding the video clip, for adding the graphics, for adding any additional footage in the rundown, Newswrap is taking slightly more time. Or if you wanted to execute the task on the Newswrap, and the same task if you will execute on the Octopus, yes, Octopus is slightly better. It's a fact, and that is the reason Octopus is Octopus and Newswrap is Newswrap. And one more thing, if you wanted to search the story on the Newswrap, yes, Newswrap is taking time. Octopus will give you more options, and Octopus will take the less time in comparison to the searching option of the archived story, or the if you wanted to preview the video on the Newswrap, yes, Newswrap will run the video slightly slower than the Octopus. So this is the basic difference between the Octopus and the Newswrap. Now I am going to show you the same thing. Suppose if you wanted to access the video, if you wanted to preview the video on the NewsWrap, yes, you can do the same thing, but it will create or it will take some more time. Or suppose sometimes you will face some issue. Suppose if the length of the video or the file of the video is heavy, then it will sometimes it will hang, or sometimes it will take time. But yes, you can do, if you are if you have the time, you can do the same thing on the NewsWrap in the similar way, just like the Octopus. But Octopus is, again I am repeating, Octopus is Octopus and NewsWrap is NewsWrap. So I am just telling you the features as well as comparing the same thing between the different. I am comparing between the NewsWrap and the Octopus. Ki both are similar kind of software, and you can use the NewsWrap as well as the Octopus for the similar kind of work, and people are using NewsWrap as well as the Octopus for the rundown, for the different kind of editorial related work. But yes, people are facing or people are experiencing some kind of basic difference of smoothness or the work with deadline. So Octopus is more faster, Octopus is more relevant in comparison to the NewsWrap if you are talking about the deadline, if you are talking about the speed of the software. So yes, we have the similar kind of options, but on the NewsWrap you will have to devote some more time in comparison to the Octopus. This is a this is the ground reality. Now I am just going to show you how you can create the rundown, because most of the time on the editorial software, for the purpose of operation of news, we are mainly doing three major tasks or major work on the software. One is the creation of the slug, the second one is drafting of the story, and the third one is adding the graphics or the ready-made templates of graphics into the rundown, so that we will run the story along with the graphics. Yes, we are also doing the preview of the video footage. Yes, we are also adding the story, we are also deleting the story, we are also editing the story, we are also modifying or changing the story during the bulletin, or sometimes we are dropping the story, sometimes we are inserting the breaking news, sometimes we are changing the sequence of the story in the rundown, or sometimes we are completely modifying the story, sometimes during the crisis period, if we do not have the time, in that scenario we are changing the format of the story. So yes, we are doing all these work, and we have the option, but mostly we are doing one is the creation of the story slug, second one is the preparing the rundown, third one is the drafting the story, and the fourth one is the adding the graphical element or the video element into the rundown. So these are the basic work we are doing on the daily basis, regular basis, with any rundown or with any story, with the help of NewsWrap as well as with the help of Octopus in any particular channel. So these are the basic work. Now how to execute the tasks. So for the example, how will you insert the video in the NewsWrap? So for that purpose, you will have to give two different types of command. One command for the purpose of selecting the option, the second command to select the folder, then you will give the next command to add the video footage into the software. So these are the certain things you will have to execute with smartness, because selecting any specific the particular file within the less time, or within the ongoing during the ongoing bulletin, yes, you will have to select the file very carefully, because you are working for a new channel, or you are inserting the story in an ongoing bulletin. So, you will have to take the suitable kind of precaution at the time of selecting and adding the video to any particular story in any specific rundown. So, these are the certain things we should execute with speed as well as accuracy to ensure the error free content on the news channel, because software will give you the facility, but ultimately you are responsible for adding, for editing, for drafting any kind of content in any particular slug or any particular rundown. So, be careful at the time of working on any particular story if the bulletin is going on. Yeah, we have the freedom or we have the facility on the Newswrap to edit the story during the ongoing bulletin. Yes, you can do, but do with suitable precaution, because if you will write anything or if you will type anything which is not suitable, not accurate or appropriate, then it will create a lot of problem for you as well as the channel. So, yes, software wise Newswrap is equally good, but the only difference is the time factor. Now, one more thing, for selecting the story or for selecting any particular rundown, you will have to very particular, and we have the option to select the story from any particular date, from any particular time slot, and you can easily select, and options are already given. You can give the option, you can select the particular date, you can select the particular time slot, and accordingly you can open the that particular rundown, and then you can select the story, and then again you will have to give the command for the moving of that particular story from previous rundown to the current rundown. So, first of all you will have to enter into the that particular date and the time slot, then you will have to select the story, then you will have to give the command for the moving of the story or the selected story from that particular rundown and the date from the current date and the current time slot. So, that accordingly you can transfer the story, or you can move the story, or you can copy the story from that particular rundown to the ongoing rundown or to the current rundown. So, and normally we are not doing for the regular kind of story or the program, we are only doing for the background story, we are only doing for the chronological story, or if in certain situation if you wanted to run the file footage or the follow up story or the backgrounder story, then only we are going back to any particular date and selecting any particular time slot and picking the story and transferring the story from that particular rundown to the current rundown and running the same for the ongoing bulletin. So, all these things we are doing in certain situation, not on the regular or the daily basis. So, it's depend upon the scenario, it's depend upon the circumstances, and it's depend upon your ability. And if you have the very good command, and if you have the knowledge about the previous date and the bulletin and the story, yes, you can easily select and you can easily collect the story for the ongoing bulletin. Now, one more thing, we should use the Newswrap very carefully at the time of creating the slug, because at the time of creating of slug, try to use the date and the month. Always suppose if you wanted to search any particular story, then it's mandatory for you to use the date and the month. For the example, today is 11th, then we should try to create the slug with 11/03, then you can write 11/03 New Delhi Book Fair, or 11/03 Delhi traffic jam package. So, just try to create the slug with suitable date and time then only you can search, or then only you can find any story without any issue, without any problem. Otherwise, if you are not mentioning the date and the time, then it is very difficult to search any story in any software, maybe Octopus or the Newswrap, it does not matter if you have not given the date and the month along with the slug of any particular any specific story. So, be careful at the time of the at the time of creating the slug for any particular story in the rundown or the news pool. So, yes, as we have mentioned earlier, here in the Newswrap, we are also following the same parameter. For the example, if you wanted to preserve your story, yes, here in the Newswrap also you will have to create the slug of the story into the news pool. If you are not creating the slug of the story into the news pool, then obviously after 3 days it is very difficult to find out the story into the server, because automatically the IT people will delete the story after the 3 days if you are creating the slug into the rundown. Yes, if you want to preserve, you will have to it is mandatory for you to create the story into the news pool. And suppose due to any reason, if you have created the slug into the rundown, then please transfer the same slug from any particular rundown to the news pool for the preserving the story for longer duration of time. So, time duration is almost similar. IT people are deleting the story from the any particular software after 3 days. If the story is if you have created the story, if you created the slug of the story into the news pool, yes, they will delete only after the duration of 3 months. So, these are the basic parameter people are following for the Newswrap as well as the Octopus. Now, we are going to discuss about the efficiency. So, obviously Octopus is more efficient in comparison to the Newswrap, but yes, Newswrap is more useful and the relevant for the regional channel, for the local channel, or for the production house, because cost wise it is very cheaper, it is very within the budget, and because of that most of the regional and the local channels are using the Newswrap. Just like the Octopus, initially you will face the problem with the Newswrap due to the multiple commands for executing a particular the specific kind of task, but yes, after 10 days you will become habitual of using the Newswrap, and you can easily execute the task just like the Octopus. So, initially you will face some kind of issue, the problem with the Newswrap, but after the 10 days or 15 days you can easily execute the task, or you can easily execute any kind of work on the Newswrap just like the Octopus. Newswrap is also user friendly, and you can also connect the Newswrap with different kind of editing software with the help of server for the purpose of suppose preview of the story. So, if your Newswrap is connected with the editing software, then you can easily track the story, or you can suppose publishing of the story is going on. In that scenario, Newswrap will show you the different kind of color of the video clip. If the video clip is already published, in that scenario, yes, you can access, or you can you can also detect the or you can also listen the voiceover, and with the help of voiceover you can easily detect the sign off, and accordingly you can understand yes, a story is already published and a story is ready for the telecast. Sometimes we are facing some kind of issues with the format of the video, because most of the channels are running 2-3 channels or 4 channels, 5 channels. So, in that scenario we should take suitable kind of precaution at the time of selecting the video clip for inserting or adding into the rundown. So, in that scenario at the time of selecting the story for adding into the rundown, we should take suitable kind of precaution, we should take suitable kind of check and balance kind of thing, so that we can add the actual video footage into the rundown. Otherwise, if you are working with the channels like Aaj Tak, Z News, or News 18, then in that scenario, because they are creating, or their server are creating the multiple ID of a single story, because they are running multiple channels. So, their server is creating the multiple ID of a single video. So, in that scenario, you should select and add the video into the rundown very carefully. Otherwise, Newswrap and the Octopus both are very efficient and useful software for the different kind of users. And if you have the big budget, you can go with the Octopus. If you are a digital channel, if you are a local channel, or the production house, yeah, Newswrap is a very good option for you to execute the different kind of editorial related work on daily basis in your newsroom. So, you have both the options, and we have discussed the different aspect and the different features of the Newswrap as well as Octopus. And on the basis of the feature, yes, you can learn the basics ki how you can use the Newswrap, how you can create the rundown, how you can edit, how you can select, how you can delete the story. So, these are the basic features of the newsroom. So, once again, thank you.